It's the Meika Safehouse show on the Pet Channel on TVU with your host, Ian Sprague. How you doing, Ian?
We're doing good this morning, James. How about yourself?
Very good, very good. I think I see Pickles.
Yeah, there's Pickles right there, right back here. Yeah.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. She'll be keeping an eye out for Janine because, Janine's her arch enemy.
No.
For whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, she keeps an eye out for Janine.
I think
if she's in a hurry, that's because she saw Janine.
They might be after the same dominant member of the flock.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. But that's what we're
okay.
All I know is I'm not it.
You're a temporary post in the ongoing skirmish.
Yeah, you betcha.
That's cute.
You betcha.
That's cute. That's cute. Okay, great show. We were talking a little bit before. We're going to get into some information about
the beak structure, right? And so that's it's really important for these guys to. You're going to help me. She's going to help me talk. So that it's one of the things that makes a parrot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with their beak structure. When you're thinking about it, you have to think of it as another hand. Don't think of it as a weapon or even something for chewing. It's primarily another hand. So they use that like a grappling hook when they're crawling up trees and stuff. You'll see them. They'll get that pointy end, and they'll jam it straight into the bark and pull themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
We talked before about their foot structure, how they have 2 toes forward and 2 toes back, and they'll just walk straight up a tree, no problem. Now inside that beak is all living tissue, so it's actually very sensitive. So it's not something that they don't throw it around as a weapon without thinking about it, because it's a very sensitive piece of equipment on them, right? So if you were to if you could grow a fingernail on your nose, that's the best way I can. That's the best way I can kind of describe it, is that there's a horny material on the outside. That's the part that we see, that everybody is very aware of. But inside is a bunch of nerve endings and all that kind of stuff. So just, not very deep. It's just like a fingernail. It's not very deep, but it is very, very sensitive. Now, what can happen, and does happen occasionally, is that through their nutrition, just like with us, with our fingernails, things go wrong, right? So if they're not processing their vitamins properly, or anything like that, that can either make the beak overgrow, or it can make it underdeveloped. And so Pickles got a perfect beak. I can't let's lean in for that. Yeah, it says her beak is absolutely perfect, right? She's a pretty girl, okay? But, hello, yeah. Yeah, but that beak is exactly what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to send you some pictures, James. I don't know if you'll be able to splice them into this or not, but of beaks that have overgrown. And these are either done by nutritional defects or deficiencies, or it's possibly an old injury.
Do you have them on that computer right there?
I don't have. I do somewhere, yeah.
Okay, because we can always share screen, like for future shows. If you have stuff on your computer you want to show.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
No, I know, but I can do it from this side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's
so
good.
I will, but I'll shoot some over to you so you can see them, and if I don't know what kind of quality they're, but anyway.
Yeah.
So we really have to watch when we have our pet birds, is we keep a good eye on, how their beak is developing and all the grooming stuff that they need to maintain their own beak.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to be able to chew. So we give them lots of chunks of wood, lots of little things for them to play with, lots of climbing opportunities, especially for a bird like Pickle here. She needs those climbing opportunities, because what ends up happening is she ends up being a perch potato. So not only will her beak overgrow, but she'll get fat, because she's quite happy to sit in one place and eat all day. Right? So, yeah.
She's laughing about it too.
Not that you would ever do a thing like that, eh? Yeah. So anyway, so when you I know. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Anyways,
That's good. That's good. What'd you have for breakfast today, Pickles?
yeah, pretty girl. Yeah, you had a tickle. You had a tickle, Pickles? Hey, no.
How's your beak, Pickles? You know, one time I'm gonna tell you a quick story, Ian. And we decided to park somewhere different for the Eskimo game, or so the Edmonton Football Club game. And this is years ago. And so we were walking down the back alley on the north side, and then there's just a short string of houses there, and there was a big white parrot sitting on a perch. And I jokingly stuck my finger out and went, and that if that thing didn't come flying off that perch and land right on my shoulder, and the owner come running out and said, he's going like this, and that thing bit my ear. And it has power, and it is sharp, and it's sliced right through the cartilage. And so when you say, they're like a fingernail, and they're soft on the inside, but they're sharp, and they got a power to them too, though.
Oh yeah, and that was my next little point. So after you realize that it's meant primarily for climbing and of course chewing and eating, it also has the ability to be used as a weapon, or just in general sparring and fighting amongst other birds. Now, unfortunately, when birds are having a dispute and they're beaking at each other and all that other kind of stuff, they can take it. But when they decide that they're going to do that to our squishy human flesh,
owie.
Whole new problem, right? and we don't hold up real well against that. And just the mechanics of it, the muscle power isn't the issue. It's just the mechanics. It is designed perfectly as a hammer and chisel, right?
To slice.
So if it gets a hold of you and it decides to just click, and that's it. And it has the potential to cause huge issues.
When that bird landed on me, it wasn't like he was. I didn't feel intimidated, and then he was just sort of sniffing around my ear, and it was just quick. You know what I mean?
Just testing everything out.
So if you're at that football game, you saw a guy with a big wad of toilet paper on his ear, cheering. That was me.
Yeah, James got his first piercing.
Parrot pierce.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's funny that you were talking about a big white parrot coming to visit you. Is on tomorrow. Janine has gotten a call that she needs to get to Red Deer and pick up a Moluccan cockatoo. Okay. There's a bird, I guess the backstory is, and I don't have all the information quite yet. The backstory is that this bird is from originally from southern Alberta. Owner has passed away, and is we don't know if they said the bird was there for quite a while before they found the owner, and there's problems. I don't want to play that up too much because I don't know how much of that is real or not. But we will. We'll definitely be looking into that, and we'll be able to evaluate this bird as we go along. So I'm guessing.
Well, what a wonderful surprise! What a wonderful surprise for this bird to come to the aviary at Meika's Safehouse and meet the cast of characters, because they are. That's so good. You know what? Okay.
Next week, I think what we're gonna have is you're gonna meet this Moluccan cockatoo. And well, hopefully, as long as everything goes right, and we'll go from there. But
no, that's a good update. And then any more of the community activity, any more of the parrot activity starting to happen, or
starting to pick up a little bit. I know there was another parrot walk went on last week, or just yesterday. We didn't get a chance to get out to that one, and I'm hoping that we do a couple more before the end of the season. And it sounds like the Edmonton Pet Parrot Association is going to resume meetings. How they're going to look like, I don't know. That yet to be determined. But
do a Zoom for sure. Zoom meetings work good. it's working good. You guys sound like you're very busy. You know, we've been diligently inviting you to events. Other people have been diligently inviting you to events. You just can't get out of the store. Are they just lined up? Are people lined up to get in?
No, and you know what? That's not what it is. It's all just amazing. It's like I'm almost out the door. You know, it's one of those things. Then something happens. And, you know, last week it was like on Friday. I was like, yeah, for sure, this is gonna work. Nothing's happening. I spent all morning in this place, kind of, you know, wondering, you know, should I just lock the doors or what? You know, nothing's going on. And then at 2 o'clock, just like clockwork, you know, the phone starts ringing, and people, well, it's because people want to go, because we do a lot of babysitting, right? Bird sitting for when people, and people now are, you know, getting out a little bit on the weekends and want to go camping or something like that. But they always forget about, you know, they don't book ahead sometimes.
Oh, so the last book.
So then the phone starts, hey.
Here he is. We brought him.
Oh, I forgot to call you.
Yeah. So here's the market secret. Get in there before 2 p.m. before it's lined up out the door. Meika's Safehouse on the Pet Channel with your host Ian Sprague and Pickles. Welcome back, and see you next time.
You betcha. Have a good one, James.